Okay, Dad and I have made it up to the farm to check out the post Hurricane Helene damage, if any. And surprisingly, the roads are good, everything's good. Some pine boughs and some sticks laying everywhere. A lot of leaves on the front porch until we started looking towards the back of the property. And Hurricane Helene, which made landfall Horseshoe Beach, Florida, went all the way up into the mountains of North Carolina, Tennessee, wreaked havoc of biblical proportions up there when it came to 30 plus inches of rain and flooding, but we had a casualty. No, I don't. So we had a big old oak tree behind the second cabin here, and it was hollow, and we knew it was hollow, but we've always left it alone. And it snapped off, laid on top of this pine tree here, snapped it off, took this pine tree with it, and is leaning. There's a big pine tree right here in the middle. Saved it from going on top of the cabin. There's one branch that's got the roof a little dinged up. But, all right, Dad. We're going to clean this thing up. We have to start cutting it piece by piece and just prune it up. Came close. One little piece of damage right up there. So Saturday we're going to be up here with the chainsaw. Well, we got the chainsaw up here, but we're going to be cutting that tree up. We get it out of there. Hook the tractor to it and just pull it that way into the woods. Get it off the cabin.
Brent, if you get a chance, turn that water on.
Okay, we'll do. So, as far as right here in the immediate farm area, everything looks good. So, again, Hurricane Helene, we managed to survive. Granted, the thing was 1,000 miles away. We were actually in Chicago. We left right before it made landfall in Florida and started making its way up into Georgia, South Carolina. And in Chicago, we were feeling the wrath of Hurricane Helene with the wind and the clouds and the rain. So 1,000 miles away. And of course, this storm stretched. It came nowhere near Charleston. It came more towards the northern state part of the state, the northern tip of the state, North Carolina, Tennessee. But yeah, we still had 60, 70 mile an hour winds here, obviously, with that tree being down. So we'll clean it up and we will get back to normal. There's two other systems in the Gulf right now that are both going out to sea, and there's one in the Atlantic, and then there's one in the Gulf. And they say they're not worried about that either. So it was supposed to be a busy, active hurricane season, and so far we've managed not to have any threats here. Now, with that being said, Horseshoe Beach, devastated. The mountains of North Carolina, Tennessee, like I said, biblical proportions on flooding. Absolutely unbelievable. Towns were wiped out. Interstate road systems were wiped out. Flooding, flash floods, you name it. Lake Lure, just a sea of logs, docks, and boats. It's just terrible. This will definitely go down in history. I had done a podcast last night saying that there were 40 plus people had their lives were claimed by this hurricane. As of this morning, and today's Wednesday, it's 160 lives have been claimed in the United States from this massive storm. Flooding was the big thing. Anyhow, that's the report from Hurricane Helene at the farm. We just came up here to check it out. We're not going to do anything. We're going to go home, and we'll be back up here this weekend to clean up. Thanks for watching.